Hello, my name is Trey King. I'm a student at Highlands High School, and my AP research presentation is on internet service providers, the impact of corporatism in America. So just a run through of my presentation. I'm going to go through the introduction, literature review, then research methods, the results, the discussion, and finally the conclusion. And my research question was, should the federal government regulate internet service providers? A broad question, so we're going to go into that. Introduction, just a brief statistic. 3.2 million estimated internet users in 2015. That's gathered from the International Telecommunications Union, and there's obviously going to be a lot more now that we're in 2017. So this, which kind of leads me into my interest in the research. Not only does everyone use the internet every day, it changes the way we socialize, communicate, and also do business. But it's also fascinating for me. I'm fascinated by computers, internet-connected devices. That's always been a huge part of me. Just looking at the new and upcoming technologies always interests me. I've actually designed a desktop, which is what I use for this presentation. And I'm also going to major in computer engineering starting this fall. But there's another aspect to this. I'm also interested in political science. The 2016 election cycle turned me on to candidates and things that I otherwise wouldn't be invested in. And the reason why this research topic is important for both aspects of that is that the technology part is obvious, but the political science aspect is kind of apparent too, because this has been discussed with net neutrality, the Federal Communications Commission. It's something discussed in our government a lot. It just hasn't been talked about with the general public a lot. So the problem with internet service providers, first of all, are companies that provide internet access to consumers. They can be anywhere from home providers like Time Warner to mobile companies like AT&T and Verizon. The problem with them is that they're for-profit companies, so they have to increase profit margins in order to thrive. And sometimes they can do this at any given cost without regulation. And there's also limited ISP choice in given areas, which I'll go into in the results tab. And they also have the ability to increase or decrease website speeds, block websites, and charge rates for specific usage, which can be a huge problem not only consumers, but the free market enterprise. So the history of net neutrality. Net neutrality is a bill that was proposed by Tom Wheeler in 2008 and 2010. It was passed eventually, and basically what it is it calls for transparency, no blocking, and no unreasonable discrimination by ISPs. Comcast admitted to slowing down networks in 2007, and the former commissioner before Tom Wheeler, Kevin Martin, called for Comcast to be more transparent about the way it runs its network. But President Obama appointed Tom Wheeler and hopes that he would have something like net neutrality. But Verizon sued the FCC in 2010 after he proposed a bill like net neutrality, and the courts eventually sided with Verizon. So, taking a look at two of the most informative research models I looked at, one of them comes from the Journal of Management Information Systems. They kind of analyzed the equations with bandwidth usage that ISPs and content providers use to increase profit margins. And they also looked at controlling internet traffic. They indicated a correlation between the data caps and net neutrality, which means that when net neutrality was in place, there were less data caps, there were less blocking, there was no discrimination, things like that. And ResearchGate kind of looked at the consumer and how they pay for the internet service. They received lower quality internet and for a higher price compared to customers around the world. But the research showed no signs of coming to a consensus on if the net neutrality bill was beneficial or not, which is where I saw the gap in the research. So the gap in the research, they lack analysis of availability, meaning that people can't switch to another ISP because of the lack of coverage. In a given area, you have limited options of ISP choice, which varies from other capitalist products because you have more choice in every given area. So the goal is to explore options and also offer a solution. The other thing about letting companies like this run free without net neutrality is it promotes corporatism, not capitalism. They can pay ISPs millions of dollars to block their competitors when small-time entrepreneurs that don't have that kind of money. It also hinders the advantages of competition in a capitalistic society. So my research methods were mostly quantitative. The databases on the internet containing ISP information was really quantitative, and I also used global studies investigating prices in the internet speed around the world. And in addition, I also used national studies examining internet availability to American households. So I'm going to go over the availability of ISPs, what ISPs are doing now, and what they're expected to do without regulations. So I took this study from the State Broadband Initiative data. It's data taken directly from the FCC, so it's credible. The piece that turned me on to this study was in KYBL, so very credible there. It was a national study taken from Access Data, anonymous, so the source was still, the study was ethical, but it also has a huge sample size, which should be included. We'll go over that graph in a little bit. I also used the State of the Internet study, which is from a company called Akamai. They're basically a security platform that ISPs across the world use to defend cyber attacks. Their sample size is also huge because they take things from online connectivity, broadband adoptions, and even security threats, and a lot more to bring in over 2 trillion internet interactions in the study, including data from companies like Amazon. So huge sample size as well, very credible. So the results. Before we go into the results, there are various internet usage we use every day, from texting, images, and a YouTube video. It kind of puts into perspective how megabytes per second, how much of it you need, especially if you get YouTube videos or images, you need a lot to consume media at a pace that many Americans would. So the first study, looking back at the graph, all these are internet speeds, all the bars, but if you want the desired 53 internet speed, what's really shocking about something like this is that only 1.6% of people in America have 3 or more options for that service, which is scary. Usually with every other consumer good, you're going to have hundreds of options out there. And the thing that's even more striking is that 82% have one provider at most, which means some of them have one, which is 61.4%, and some have none at all. So this is our internet speed in the United States, 17.235 megabits per second. How does this compare to other parts of the world? If you take a look at the average connection speed in the top 10, you'll notice that South Korea is number 1 with 26.1 megabytes per second. Sweden is number 3, Switzerland 5. And as you go down, you kind of notice that the United States isn't anywhere to be found in the top 10. There are actually 17 in this study. So we have 16 countries ahead of us, which shouldn't be the case since we put so much emphasis on technology and internet. You can easily be up there with internet speed. Which leads me to my discussion. So what does this all mean? Taking a look at the first graph I showed you, the trends that internet availability and speeds are low but prices are high indicates a problem with our broadband services. 20% of American do not have access to high-speed internet service, and 53% of homes have access to only one provider. And taken together, that's 75% of homes that have no choice of providers, and that's all of the speed that you saw on the graph. But if a family wants the 53 internet speed, 82% will be tied to only one provider for any of all. So, like I said, the 17th fastest internet speed in the world, but how we have so many households using the internet, that's pretty low. Compared with the countries analyzing the speed cost ratio, we had subpar speed with a significantly higher cost. And since there's a large percentage of Americans that only have one or two options for internet coverage, there's little reasons for companies to innovate, which hurts the free market economy. And it can also allow companies to intentionally skyrocket prices, if they need to turn a profit. All right, so this is a world without net neutrality. This is a slide leaked from a company called Partnership Communications and a partnership with OpenNet. They also own Verizon. It's interesting to think that a company bigger than a company like Verizon, but they own Verizon, and on the left you see a bunch of websites, different services, and they also have a policy column, which they plan on charging people different rates, and then also different policies as well. So the slide, it shows popular web communication sites on the left column, symbols representing policy guidelines, and on the right, the possible rates for usage of these sites is listed. So just to put things into perspective, the average internet web page is 1 megabyte. But these companies will plan on charging consumers 2 cents every time one of these web pages is loaded. Think about how many times you click in Facebook every night on your computer or on your phone. So that could add up very fast. And you also have monthly charges for internet rates on top of that, so you still have the monthly services that you get and policy guidelines to follow. The thing that is the most shocking is the fourth company on this slide, Vodafone. Verizon recently bought out Vodafone, and if you look on the column, it has no charge for a rate and no policy guideline, which means that they are making Vodafone free so more people will use it, which is a problem because consumers will be stuck paying for third-party applications that aren't affiliated with the network service, and third-party businesses who do not have ties with any ISPs will be left to compete in a marketplace where not only do consumers have to pay for their service, but also ISPs can charge consumers an additional fee without the internet consent, which is what can be really problematic for small-time businesses. One of the limitations is the study. I wanted to find out in greater detail how, kind of the history of how large ISPs slow down or block certain websites. The problem with this is that not only doesn't it fit into basic research study data and all of that, it's really more of a history lesson. But it also has little or no information present because a lot of these companies don't want that kind of stuff leaking out, and so far they're mostly successful with that. I didn't conduct my own study just because the question asked was really big, expansive, you need a lot bigger sample size. The research that's present on this topic is very new, considering the medium of exploration of the internet is new and always expanding. My future research would be the protection of the Fourth Amendment. I think privacy is really it needs something to be discussed, and that's what my future research would be. That's what I would delve into. And my conclusion would be Donald Trump and a man named Ajit Pai. And Donald Trump appointed him as the new chairman for the FCC. He wants to target net neutrality and take away FCC's power. So he's working to undermine the Obama administration's net neutrality rules and stop 9 companies from providing discounted high-speed internet service to low-income individuals. Really someone that needs to be stopped, which leads me to my conclusion. Write to the governors, write to the government, show them that we need to take back their internet. We want to save net neutrality. And special thanks to all the researchers, students, and teachers who made this study possible.
All right, Trey. A couple questions for you real quick. First of all, how did you evaluate all of the sources you used to make sure they were credible, valid, and reliable?
My school has a service called KYVL, which is Kentucky Virtual Library. They have a lot of credible sources on there, but it's still good to check whether the sources are reliable, even though they made it onto the site. So what I did was I wrote down a synopsis of it. I wrote down how credible the author is. I wrote that on a piece of paper, and I evaluated with a scorecard on a scale of 1 to 10 how credible it was. It wouldn't be accepted if it was anything less than a 9.
Okay, very good. And aside from providing better internet, what other real world implications or consequences come from your findings?
I would say that the biggest issue, besides just the consumer's access to the internet, is small-time businesses, and I kind of went into that in my presentation. But I think it really needs to be discussed because a lot of researchers, when they look at net neutrality, they say that if that wasn't in place, the next Google, the next Amazon, the next Apple wouldn't be possible if large companies can block or censor the websites by paying ISPs that are currently in place right now. Because you have to start from somewhere, and when you start a company, you don't have a tremendous amount of money in most cases. So it hurts the free market economy. Is what I would say the biggest impact.
Okay. And then finally, what was your most influential source that you felt like you utilized the most?
I think the source I would say I used the most was the Akamai Communications, the one with the security threat research data, because that one has the biggest sample size. They also went into I used the graph with the internet speed and availability, but they also looked at innovation in websites. They looked at IP4 versus IPv6 internet protocol. They looked at connectivity data, so they had so much information. It was just a matter of what do I use, what's relevant to this question, what's relevant to the research question, and what isn't. So they had a plenty amount of information that I could use.
Thank you.
Thank you.